Donald Trump wants to rebuild America's military, defeating ISIL. Donald Trump wants to rebuild America's military, defeating ISIL. Thank you for tuning to the Black Political Buzz Network, and my name is Laurel. On this vlog, I want to focus in on Donald Trump's strategy, or one of his strategies, for defeating ISIL. We know ISIL stands for the Islamic State of Lebanon and Leviathan. They're based out of the Middle East, and their objective is to destroy the world domination. Their ISIL's objective is to destroy the West. They want to destroy the West. They want to dominate the world through radical Islam. So we know that ISIL's objective is to eliminate the West and control the world via their ideology of radical Islam. And they're deadly. ISIL is a very brutal organization, much more so than Al-Qaeda ever was. And ISIL, it has been a rumor that ISIL is getting a lot of its money from the United States. Yes, many U.S. military experts, many natives of Syria, true Syrian natives, are stating that ISIL is being funded by the United States because the United States created ISIL to get rid of President Bashar Assad, who is the current president of Syria, because President Assad bears no threat to the Middle East. President Assad bears no threat to Israel, and President Assad bears no threat to Christians. So for some reason, I don't know why, the United States wants to remove President Bashar Assad from Syria and allow Syria to become like Iraq and Libya. Why does the United States want to allow Syria to become the wild, wild Middle East? The wild, wild Middle East, like the wild, wild West back in the cowboy days. Why does the United States want Syria to become the wild, wild Middle East and to become unstable like Iraq and Libya did? That's kind of strange, you know? I'm not a conspiracy theorist, so I don't know why, but it appears as if that's what the purpose is of removing President Bashar Assad from office. If you remove Assad, then you're going to have another Libya and Iraq on your hands. And that's what it's been rumored. That's what the United States is funding ISIL to do. Why does the U.S. want the Middle East to be unstable? I don't know why, but it's been rumored that that's the case. Well, Donald Trump believes in rebuilding the United States military. You see, for the past 6 or 7 years, the U.S. military has been gutted. Why would you want to destroy the greatest U.S. military force on planet Earth? The U.S. military force was the greatest military force on planet Earth. We were known for exceptionalism and greatness. Our U.S. military was known for greatness and exceptionalism, but now it's a bare minimum of what it used to be. Our troops are dying. Someone is killing our troops. We have U.S. military troops who are being killed, intentionally murdered over here on U.S. soil during training missions. And our U.S. troops are being murdered on U.S. soil and also in U.S. territories during simple training missions. Now we know that during military training missions, sometimes you expect a small number of casualties, but these are preventable deaths. These are preventable casualties, and they're increasing the rate. They're increasing the number of these troops that are being killed from these mysterious accidents. It's increasing because it's not accidents. They're being killed. Our troops are being killed off the same way someone was killing our vets off. Our VA hospitals were killing off our vets with fake cancer and giving them all these drugs that they didn't need. And the U.S. VA hospitals were disorganized to unbelief. Unbelievably unorganized for the past 6 to 7 years. It was intentional. These accidents that our troops are dying in, that are preventable deaths, intentional. The VA being destroyed, disorganized, caught up in a scandal, intentional. Our military being gutted and defunded, our U.S. military being gutted and defunded, it's intentional, so we cannot defeat ISIL. So 2016, GOP presidential candidate Donald J. Trump, he wants to rebuild our military. And he wants to defeat ISIL, not contain it, defeat it. Donald Trump doesn't hate Muslims. He doesn't hate the Middle East. The man has plenty of friends in the Middle East that he's been doing business with for decades who don't hate Donald Trump. So why all of a sudden now would they hate him? You think that because he's running for president of the U.S. that they hate Donald Trump? That's a bunch of bull and propaganda. I repeat, that's a bunch of bull and propaganda. The Middle East doesn't hate Donald Trump, and Muslims don't hate Donald Trump. Maybe there are a few radical Muslims. Maybe there are a few Wahhabi. Maybe there are a few Wahhabi radical Muslims that hate Trump, but not regular Muslims, not peaceful, loving Muslims. Maybe there are some anti-American and anti-Western Wahhabi radical Islamist extremists that hate Donald J. Trump's candidacy, but not the world's majority of peaceful, loving Muslim people. They don't hate Donald J. Trump. So Donald Trump believes that one of the key points of our next president of these great United States of America should be to rebuild the military. Not because, look at it, it's been gutted. Our troops are hanging on by a thread. Our U.S. military troops, who at one time were the greatest force militarily on planet Earth, are now hanging on by a thread. It's embarrassing. It's a disgrace. The greatest force on planet Earth. I just want to cry. If you love our military and love our nation, you would want to cry too. How can our troops defend our nation from an attack? How can our U.S. military troops defend our nation in the face of an attack from ISIL? And I'm not preaching fear. I'm not trying to scare anyone or paralyze anyone with fear tactics. I don't believe in using terror. I'm not a war hawk. If you know me personally, you know I'm not a war hawk. I'm not a war hawk type person. And I don't believe in using terror to win an election. I don't believe in using terror to win an election. I'm just saying that Donald Trump believes that the next president in office should focus on rebuilding our military. And not just saying it in words and cute speeches and then get in the White House and do the opposite by turning our military down. We don't need someone in the White House that's going to give a cute speech and pretend to support our military. Then they get in the White House and they gut our military. We don't need that. We need someone who really believes that it's important for America to have a strong military, because you can't fight every battle from airstrikes. The U.S. military cannot win every battle from using airstrikes. The U.S. military cannot win every battle from just special op troops, a few special op troops. And one of the ways to rebuild our military is opportunity. There are many men out here unemployed who love this country. There are many unemployed men out here in America today. White men, black men, Latino men, Muslim men, Native American men. And many unemployed women. There are many unemployed women, white women, black women, Latino women, Muslim women who love this country and who will be glad to serve in our U.S. military if they were given an opportunity. An opportunity like George W. Bush. George W. Bush, I don't care what y'all say about him. Y'all can bash that man all y'all want to. No, I don't agree with everything George W. Bush did. I don't agree with anything any human being does. I don't agree with everything that any human being does, because all human beings are not perfect. No human being is perfect. Only God is perfect. So no human being is going to get it all right. I repeat, no human being is going to do everything right. I don't care what their race is or background, whatever. Only God is perfect. But George W. Bush created opportunity for business in this nation, jobs, growth, and military. George W. Bush gave many unemployed men and women an opportunity to serve this nation and to work through the U.S. military. And Donald J. Trump wants to do the same thing. There's nothing wrong with giving someone an opportunity to serve their country in the U.S. military and earn a paycheck. There's nothing wrong with that. Why is it now a crime and a bad thing to want to serve in the U.S. military? I repeat, why have we as a nation made it seem like it's a bad, negative thing to want to serve our country via the U.S. military? Donald Trump wants to rebuild the U.S. military and defeat ISIL. You should agree. You should agree. America should agree with this suggestion. Thank you for tuning to the Black Political Buzz Network. My name is Laurel. Have a great day and goodbye.